Well, thanks for joining us. Joining us now is retired Lieutenant Colonel James Carafano. The colonel served our nation for 25 years. And we have former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Strategy and Force Development. He's a respected, esteemed expert. He's Elbridge Colby. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us. First to you, Colonel. Is this White House doing enough to hold Iran accountable? Is this too little too late? They just took out another weapons depot in eastern Syria. What do you think, Colonel?
Yeah, so the biggest problem for the Biden administration is essentially it's the old Obama people. And all our enemies in the world know the Obama playbook. And the Obama playbook is minimalist response, which is to do the minimum we can to not get into trouble. So you're as worried about losing as you are hoping you're going to win. And your enemies know that, and they play on that fear. So what they've done is they've allowed Iran to dictate the pace of this competition, because everything we're doing is tit for tat. It's all responding, and it's not taking control of the situation. And every time you do that, it encourages Iran to escalate, and it puts more American lives and our interests at risk.
Okay, there were four. Elbridge, what do you think? There were 4 more attacks by Iran-backed militias overnight. They've done dozens of drone and rocket attacks against U.S. troops, injuring dozens. What do you think?
Well, I think at least 2 things. I think one is we have to really question how valuable some of these troops are, for instance, in places like Iraq and Syria, if they're effectively functioning as hostages or targets. And secondly, I think the policy of sort of re-enriching Iran, allowing so much money to go back into Iran's coffers where they weren't at the beginning of this administration has been a failure.
What do you think, Colonel, of the 4-hour daily pauses in the war starting Thursday? That's what the White House had been asking for, that. But will Hamas abide by it?
Well, I mean, I think, again, this is the problem with this administration, which is that they're trying to play both sides of this problem. They're trying to kind of salvage a relationship with Iran and Hamas. They're trying to support Israel. They're trying to placate their critics. And they're trying to look tough all at the same time. And so it really doesn't get you anywhere. And the problem with anything like a ceasefire, a halt, and all this stuff is if it's unilateral, again, all you're doing is ceding the initiative to the other side. And I go back to Bridges' point, which I thought was so spot on. We've empowered and enabled Iran, and it's a classic failure. And yet, look at the administration. They can't let go of wanting to engage with Iran still.
So they can't let go of engaging. I mean, now there's this. Elbridge, the Palestinian Authority reportedly told the Biden White House that it's open to a role in running a post-Hamas Gaza only if the U.S. commits to a two-state solution. But the problem is Hamas does not want a two-state solution. It wants to annihilate Israel.
Right. That looked like a pretty fundamental condition to me. And I think the Israeli government has made clear, and I think it's reasonable, that they're going to have security oversight. They're going to be careful that something like the atrocities that happened early last month are not repeated. And I agree with Jim here. I mean, look, they're unfortunately, and it's tragic, but it's driven by Hamas here. They're burrowed into the population. They're burrowed into the tunnels and hospitals and so forth. Unfortunately and tragically, there's no clean solution here. But, so I think the administration is basically trying to ask for this thing that I don't think it exists, which is a kind of clean and neat way of restoring deterrence and getting at Hamas and dismantling its military infrastructure. So I think now it's key. I mean, the Israelis, a lot of what they're asking for is political support, and that's what I think we should be providing. Supporting Israel 3 days into this, that was, valuable, but that's not when the rubber meets the road. The rubber is meeting the road now as the Israelis are going in, as IDF soldiers are being killed.
It's now.
Now is the time, and going forward.
It's now.
Right.
I mean, Israel just took out, I think, 130 tunnels, and there was a tunnel system found underneath a children's amusement park, Colonel. I mean, Israel says we're at war with Hamas, not Gazan civilians. I mean, I think there's something like 665 trucks with over 5,300 tons of humanitarian aid and more than 1 million liters of water pouring into Gaza. And now Israel's surrounding Gaza City. Right. Again, do you see this, rhetoric, this weak-kneed, wobbly rhetoric ramping up against Israel? Are you worried about that, Colonel?
Yeah. No, I think it's total nonsense. It's because it doesn't purport with reality. But Bridget and I disagree on a lot of things, but this is a key point. Both of us agree. The last thing we need is getting this solved by America jumping back into the Middle East with both feet. But if we want a secure Middle East that can secure itself, 2 things you have to have. Israel has to be able to defend itself in its territory, and you got to put Iran back in the box. And when you're not willing to take on Iran, And when you keep saying, let's have a two-stage solution, which you know is absolutely unworkable, it's a sign that this administration doesn't commit to the only two things that really matter.
Got it. Lieutenant Colonel James Carafano, Colby Elbridge, we'll have you back on again soon. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's good to see you.